Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Genuinely a heavyweight contest. North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. but there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
So things are underway. It's of course round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Now it's Madueke, and it's Ødegaard. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Aims beyond the defence. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a lot has been said about Martin Ødegaard, and some of his former coaches have mentioned the fact that he can get the ball in very small places and find solutions. And that's a rare skill which he's been able to hone on his travels, which are wide and long. Now, this is exactly what this team needs from him. Let's see if he can produce it.
There's the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So it is still 0-0. Turns back here, probably the best option. In Capuyi. Arsenal have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament.
Gets his head on it! Ødegaard gets flagged offside. Plays the return pass. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gabriel Jesus. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now Ødegaard. And here's Madueke. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cleared without hesitation. Mignanda. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared away. They've got a corner here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that should get the job done. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Calafiori. Mosquera. And it's Subimendi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Martinelli. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it into space. Norgard. Subimendi. Norgard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. And that's aimed into the middle. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a good ball out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bruno Fernandes. Menu. That's going wide left. Madueke. Oh, strongly challenged there. Anderson. Bonanda. And Dallo. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Martinelli! Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Incapuyi. That's destined for the flank. And it's Menu. Bruno Fernandes. That looks a good ball through. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Owen. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Corner it is. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And here's Martinelli. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Nice-looking ball. That looks a cracking ball. Calafiori. Madueke. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. Oh, such a clever touch. Norgard. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewis Skelly. And Incapié. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Very nicely done. And it's Ødegaard. Mignanda. And it's Dallo. Anderson. Castolo. Space for him to turn and look. Martinelli gets over and intercepts. Kepa gets it clear. Ødegaard. Oh, he's found support out wide. And they are prompt with their pressing. Menu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Incapié makes the interception. And it's Ødegaard. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Ødegaard. Madueke. No outsmarting him this time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Incapuyi. And it's Lewis Skelly. Tries to play it through. Great vision. Mignanda. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Owen.
He's found a way through.
He's having a shot!
That is decidedly lacking.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Minando, number 9, Castolo, coming on the field, number 15.
Nice touch.
Number 11.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Martinelli. He's a sharp little ball here. That's cause for mild irritation.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
And he's there to clear it. Lewis Skelly. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So there it is. What struck you most? So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. João Pedro, and here's Neto. João Pedro. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
Yeah, the easiest way to make... And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Stood up well to him there. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. No way through, so back it comes.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's chosen to go back. Looking for the run. Hato, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's in plenty of space here. Defending of the desperate variety. Goes to finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Colwell. And it's Gusto. And that's gone loose. And here's Neto. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking to play him in. Owen receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's fabulous. Incoming delivery. Hato clears it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Matthias Cunha. And here's Owen. And Owen! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! And again! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Colwell. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Gusto. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Ball's gone out of play. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cucurella. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cucurella finding himself in space. Hato. And it's Cucurella. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And the counter is on. Now that looks a decent ball. The referee has given a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And this is Owen. Owen! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Terrific effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Fernandez. Caicedo. Shifted it to the flank. Cucurella. It's a throw-in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Caicedo. And Fofana. Cunha going forward. Anderson. Can he get it through? Can he finish? Oh, good finish. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Manchester United are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Can he finish? But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Colwell. And it's Gusto. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get for shapes to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
Šeško certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Fofana. Nicely spread. Palmer. Chelsea disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Owen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, good read. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Anderson. Owen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. And here's Owen. Oh, sweet feet. And that's a good ball. Chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Meno clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Caicedo. For Palmer. And it's Gusto. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's going for goal! Oh, a very decent attempt. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, who's going to be first to this? Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Menu. Driving forward. Played through into space. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Coming on the field is number 11, Mbappe. Substitution in progress. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 37, Menu. Number 8, Bruno Fernandes. Number 20,
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Number 5, Yoga.
Palmer.
Number 15,
Fernandes.
Nobuhito Iwasaki.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled,
Number 13,
and he was quick to react. Palmer. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And it's Fernandes. And it's Cucurella. Cross goes in there.
That's good defensive concentration.
Mbappe powering forward here. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Fofana does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's João Pedro. Šeško. Oh, they can break here. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cucurella proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Schwell. He's had a shot!
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 30, Sheshko. Coming on to replace him is...
And that's one back!
Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Chelsea cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Pinches it off him.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's really well manoeuvred. Anderson. Colwell gets over and intercepts. Garnacho. Threads one in. Fernandez.
Lovely bit of skill.
Lofted it.
And a header!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good take in a good area. Guyu has got himself a free kick.
Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Getting up there!
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Mark Guiu certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
4 added minutes
Promising
has been
position.
indicated.
4 extra minutes added on.
Now it's Matthias Cunha.
Shot, surely! It's in!
Manchester United. Number 10, Matthias Cunha.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Guiu.
Fernandez. Big chance! And there's a goal! Deep into injury time!
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect act. That's that, the end. Manchester United have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Matthias Cunha.